Hello there guys, and welcome back to the Breadvestors meeting. If you're here, then you donated to the channel, so I have to say thank you because you're making it possible for the Bread Pirate to make you guys videos. This is great. Oh, here's the outline for today's video. I'll just put it right there. And I had a collection of points I wrote down yesterday. This is like my 20th time trying to record this. And yesterday, I thought it would help if I wrote notes down for what I'm gonna say. I wrote down two things. I wrote lot and then I wrote update. That's it. It's lot and up. I don't even know what that means. That didn't help me at all. So let's get straight into the first segment. So how is the Bread Pirate doing? Well, in a word, awful. Last week I was completely bedridden, like stuck in bed, sick, very bad. I would wake up, and my bed's right here. It's right here. I would wake up in the morning, I would walk downstairs, and I would be so dead tired that I would just fall asleep for 4 hours on the couch after waking up. So I got nothing done last week. I got a lot of views because one of my videos sporadically exploded, and we'll talk about that more in the stats section. But man, that was an awful week. And then in December, I also got nothing done. So rewinding a little bit, in December, nothing got done for the channel. I made one video, to my knowledge, and it was just my unboxing video for the silver play button, which is up here. Actually, I can go grab that thing right now. And, like, that's great and all, but that's just footage I was sleeping on since the summer. Like, I've had that footage for a long time, and that video got no views. So December was supposed to be like the big month where I was like, yeah, ad revenue, we're gonna win, and then I did nothing. And part of that is family too. I had a ton of family coming over for the last 2 weeks of the year, which is also why no Breadvestors meeting happened. I thought I would be able to squeeze one in there at the last minute and did not end up having as much time as I thought I would. So you guys got gypped by my family. You're welcome. So it's been a time of ups and downs. This month we're doing pretty well, aside from me being sick. It's just that December didn't go very well. Oh, and since people are inevitably going to ask, like, what did you get for Christmas? I'll show you my favorite Christmas present I got this year. It's this, the Princess Bride Cookbook. And one recipe in here is particularly special. So let me pull that one up. It's on page 111, which is easy to remember. Look at that. Bread Pirate Roberts. There is a very real chance that when they were making this book, like 2 years ago, that they actually looked up, hey, has anybody made a Bread Pirates recipe before? And they saw my channel. Like, they probably did that. So that's cool. It's actually in a book, a Bread Pirate Roberts recipe. What do you love that? I love to see it. They came up with the same pun. Oh, you know, I forgot this at the beginning. Emojis, emotes. You guys get new emotes. I don't know what they are yet. I'll figure it out when I'm editing, but these ones, you can have these, and they are yours now. We're actually starting to get to the point where we might be maxing out soon on our emotes. If that happens, then we might just get rid of the least popular emotes and replace them with new ones, so that we can keep having something new to look forward to each month. I don't remember what the maximum is, but if we hit that, then I'll let you know. Oh, and you know, some cool things in the life of the Bread Pirate right now. Editor. I'm actually getting an editor for a few videos. We don't know how many videos, we don't know how fast the videos will come out, and I'm not revealing too much so that the guy doesn't get stressed out by it, because I know he watches these. But he's gonna help out on a few videos, so that'll be fun. I'm trying to learn programming in my free time. That's a cool thing. So we could get rid of that one. That's cool. And then I've been having a fun time playing a lot of N64 inspired indie games, and that's been a blast. That's something I'm doing in my free time now. Like there's Tori 3D, that's a fun one. Lunistis, I pronounced that wrong probably, that's a fun one. Oh, and Kiwi 64. I really like Kiwi 64. That just had a new update. That's one of my pastime activities now, it seems. I'm having a blast playing N64 inspired indie games. Anyways, that was a lot of information. Let's move on to the stats moment. Hey, welcome back to the stats moment. And we have some exciting news here. I want to show you one of the weirdest things that's ever happened to this channel. And it's called this video, 15 retro facts, because it is 1 out of 10. If you don't remember, that means that it is the top performing video out of the last 10 videos on the channel. Why? Well, it's because it had a random spike. Any YouTuber looking at this is just like, I mean, this is gorgeous. You're gushing over this, I'm sure of it, because this is a very highly unusual spike when it comes to statistics, and it happened 4 days after the video came out. Just randomly, the video was at like 86,000, which is, you know, like, actually it was more like 60,000, which was like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. Video went out, didn't do great, and then it just like spiked to almost 300,000 now. That is not the kind of thing you can prepare for, but it is so cool when it does happen. And I wanted to show this off because this is special. This is a very special, weird thing that just happened. And it seems like the video is going to continue getting a decent performance into the future. It's not doing great, but any amount of residual views from a video over the years, you got to take those, and we're taking those. Taking that W. And it was a pretty good month overall, actually. If I go to January, if we look at January's views, this is what January looks like, and that is the spike we had from the Zelda 1 video, and you can see how far away it is. This is when the video released, this is when it spiked. Very unusual, but very welcome that it is, I should say, because, you know, January is usually a really crappy month, but for some reason, the YouTube gods decided to bless me with my Zelda 1 video. A video about a video game from the 80s. But beggars are not choosers. Very cool stuff. And you can actually, I'll show you how it compared to the previous 2 months, December and November, because those were the 2 worst months last year. So this is what hopefully we can keep going this year. My New Year's resolution this year is to try and get up 1 new video each week, which, I mean, I already failed at that this week because I was sick. But hopefully the week we're now in will be successful. We'll see. 1 new video or live stream. Live streams also count. Another thing which I wanted to show you guys, and I love this, is that the research tab on on YouTube Analytics here is finally helpful. Like, you can look up anything you want and you can find statistics about other YouTubers, or I guess you could find videos from other YouTubers that are relevant to yours. This is great. So Croton is doing well, Quinn Bobin is doing well. Quinn Bobin's always doing well. And Hyrule Gamer actually has a video that's not doing half bad. And we got LimCube here as well. So if I wanted to, I could study other YouTubers and what they're doing right now to try and maybe like get some insight onto what I should be doing. Really great stuff. Oh, Justin uploaded a new video without getting hit. Oh, I don't envy that. That's a crazy challenge. That is a crazy challenge. Oh, and Celio Spring, he updated his thumbnail too. Look at me, I'm geeking out because I know all these people. Really great stuff. I love that they updated this. So we could type in something like bread, and we could see, wow, bread is not a popular search term. Might need to fix that. Or I could just type in Zelda, and we could see anything that's popular right now. GameSpot had just uploaded their video, and it's doing well, as you can imagine, because it's a GameSpot video. And to round things off for this segment, I'm gonna be showing you the memberships tab because I wanna show you guys how many we have right now. We're currently rocking 56 members, although not all of them are active. Only 53 of them are active right now, meaning they are people that are going to be donating for next month as well, but that's okay. If people don't donate from month to month, we can live with that. I am totally fine with that. So yeah. That's everything for this month's statistics roundup. Let's get to the FAQ. Technically, it's a Q&A, not an FAQ, but we are here all the same. And now we're gonna be going through all the questions that everybody has for this month. And I'm excited. It's gonna be a good month to go through some questions. So let's jump straight into it. First person is the regular Matty8282, who asks the question, what is your favorite food and what is your favorite holiday? And wow, horse, stop that. Stop that. Not you, Maddie. Maddie, you're fine. Yeah, my favorite food is bread. I like bread a lot, but if we had to exclude bread, I'm a pretty big fan of stir fry, and I believe this is actually a gonna answer a few people's questions for later, because whenever I am just chillaxing at home and I need a lunch or a dinner and I just need to throw something together, it's so easy. I have a rice cooker. I throw the rice in and it's made 30 minutes later automatically without any input from me. So I can make rice really easy. And then I can just throw a bunch of ingredients together in a pan and boom, dinner's made. That's stir fry for you. I love it. And I'll put crazy stuff in it. Shrimp is something that I get a lot at the food pantry recently, so that's been good. I like shrimp. Actually Spam is something I like to throw in every once in a while. I just got Spam for the first time in a few months. I don't eat it all the time because Spam is not healthy for you, but it's kind of tasty. Maybe I got a bit of Hawaiian inside of me. Hawaiians love Spam, and I'm a little bit the same. So, stir fry, good stuff, good stuff. And then you have your dream job, which we'll get to afterwards. That's what we're getting to at the end. Thank you, Maddie, good question. Nathaniel Smith. The Nate Smith, who it was, I would say, quite infamous during the Zelda 1 live stream that we did the other day. Oh, snap, don't fall down, Link. Okay. You have a question too, I'm sure, right? No, you don't. No, you don't have a question. My bad, but Nate, you got a shout out. You're getting a shout out. Who has a question? Who has a question? Joe, the Crafty Shark, does not have a question, but says, I love the wizard concept from last episode. Thank you. We were talking about Window the wizard from one of my D&D campaigns. I'm a part of another D&D campaign now. It was a one-shot, but might turn into a continuous campaign. It is Star Wars themed. Technically, it's based off of the 3.5 D&D edition. If anybody knows D&D, then it's like, whoa, this is cool, because it's not 5.E. Version 5e is the common version everybody uses. And my character is Grim O'Donnell. He's a bounty hunter with gray wispy hair and a pistol that he carries everywhere. If you didn't catch it, that's because he's a giant reference to Wolf O'Donnell from Star Fox. And nobody in the party's caught on yet. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I like that. He's a good character. He actually almost died in our first combat encounter. He got shot by a stormtrooper for 30 damage. Grim only has 31 health, so he was left with 1 HP after his first hit that happened on his character. So he was a bit rough around the edges, but I like him. Anyways, what were you saying? Oh, Joe was explaining that goofy characters always end up being the most fun and interesting to play. I have a character named Toast, who is basically a terrifying little swamp creature girl who has no idea how terrifying she looks. Named so because it's the first human food she had and thought it was the most amazing thing she'd seen. I am a big fan of that. That is such a cute, that's such a cool, cute character. Way to go, Joe. I like it. That is a classy thing right there, especially naming it Toast. I like Toast. Yeah, let's move on to the next question. From Andrew Will 3828. If you cook, what is your go-to meal after a long day? And the answer was, of course, stir fry. Although, bread is pretty good too. Recently, I've been sick, and one of the first things I felt up to eating regularly was just bread. I would just take bread and put butter on it. Not even toast. I would just take a slice of bread, put some butter on it, and I would eat that. Just normal bread. It was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. We're gonna skedaddle past this guy for one moment. I'm not actually interested in defeating this Thunder Gleeok. I am simply interested in getting into this tunnel that I hear about. Because I recently heard that there's oh, wait, he's going to shoot me. There we go. I recently heard that there's a secret here and I want to test this out. Well, yeah, that's not good for my health. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. I saw that in a video and I was like, really? That works? I gotta try this. And there we go. I just unlocked that. That's a cool secret. Okay, this is a great Zelda secret right here. I like this. This is classy. In the middle of the fight too, you can do this. Man, Nintendo. They nailed it. Let's go on to the next question. We got one from Swack here who asks, my question for you is, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, both in terms of career and just like general life stuff? Well, 5 years' time, hopefully I've done a better job at dating than I have for the first 23 years because I haven't done a very good job there. So maybe having a girlfriend or being married or engaged, that would be kind of cool in 5 years, but that's not the kind of thing you can rush. So Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. 5 years from now, 5 years. That's weird. It's like kind of far away, but it's actionably far away. Like I could actually do something right now, this year, that would make something 5 years from now more attainable. I'm probably not gonna be doing YouTube full time by that time, but I'd probably be doing it as a hobby in 5 years. I guess that's one thing that probably would be happening, that I try and get a more stable income, because YouTube is great. Like, don't get me wrong, I love YouTube, but I'm probably not gonna be doing it 5 years from now as a full-time job. By then it would be like, oh, I'm gonna upload a funny Zelda video because I found something cool in my game recently. Kind of like that, yeah. But I don't know if that's news to anybody or not. I've always kind of said I look forward to YouTube retirement, where I can upload whatever the heck I want. That's what YouTube retirement looks like for me. Just not really caring what I upload. So that's something I would look forward to in 5 years. And other career things, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm kind of open to possibilities. I still hope I live in the same area. I live in Western New York right now, and I like the way that Western New York is with its varied weather. I love the snow. It's beautiful right now. And lots of forests. So maybe that would be the same too, still living in Western New York. I'm a very simple person. I don't have very much I'm looking forward to in life. I just kind of like take it one thing at a time. Oh, you know, by 5 years from now, I really hope I have all my loans paid off for college debt. That's another great one. But that's probably going to be happening this year if I keep up my diligent payments. So fingers crossed. I'd love to be able to get that one done way sooner. Anyways, good question. Thank you, Swack. Next question. Here's another idea for a video, says DC Bandit. Old Zelda races are enemies that deserve some love in modern Zelda, like the Deku Scrub or the Minish. The Deku Scrubs are one of my top favorite races, so it's a little bit disappointing they haven't appeared lately since Majora's Mask and some 2D titles. I agree, DC Bandit. We haven't really gotten a lot of love from for the Minish in quite some time, or the Deku Scrubs. Yeah, those poor guys. Where did that horse go, by the way? You know, I'm willing to bet 5 years from now it'd be a nice thing to have Tears of the Kingdom finished. Here's a nice goal. I like that goal. What's another race that needs some more love? I mean, there's so many that we could choose from. What about the hostile Zora? We have not seen a hostile Zora in a long time. I'd be kind of interested in seeing one of those. Oh, and you know, friendly monsters. Monsters that are friendly and you can talk to them. That's not really a different race, but I would be interested in seeing more of those in the Zelda series. Those guys are great. Yeah, I would like to see some of those again. Or the Ho-Ho tribe. I believe that's what they're called, right? The Ho-Ho tribe in Wind Waker. Is that right? Is that what they're called? I'm gonna double check that right now. Yeah, it's Ho-Ho tribe, the old Ho-Ho men from Wind Waker. They're kind of cool. We need those guys again. Yeah, I would be down for that. Frog creatures are in Wind Waker too. Oh, and talking fish. Yeah, there's a lot of things from Wind Waker that'd be cool to see come back. DC Bandit, that's a fun idea. I might actually do that sometime in the future. I might. We'll see. No promises. Like with most things, I got a lot of ideas already, and I gotta burn through them somehow. So some usually get on the back burner. But cool idea, DC Bandit. All right, let's look at the next question. What's over here? It looks like we have an ancient tree stump. What is in here? Well, horse, stay put. Oh, okay. Here's a few questions from Applesauce Zelda. We're gonna look at these too. First one is, what's the worst part of making YouTube videos? In the past, the answer would have absolutely been, I hate recording footage. But recently, I think recording the voiceover has been kind of difficult because I have to sort of like hype myself up before I do it. And that's weird. That's normally not the hardest part. Really everything's been feeling a little harder recently. I'm not sure why. Which is why I'm enjoying making fact videos again, because fact videos don't require any kind of intricate storytelling. It's just like, nope, if you have facts, tell them to people, just like share them. What the frick? Where did it go? There's nothing here. There must have been a flint there, and I broke it while I hit the thing. That's weird. That was weird, wasn't it? I didn't get anything from that deposit. Okay. Well, what can you do? And the question number 2 is, I know this will probably be 2024 when you answer this, so what's your favorite game right now? Actually, right now, I've been really enjoying the short games made in the N64 style, which I mentioned earlier. I don't know if I'd say any of them are my favorite overall, but they've been a lot of fun. They've been a lot of fun recently, so I would go with that. But they're all short, so it's not like any one of them is my favorite. I just kind of enjoy playing all of them. Short, tight experience. It's good. We need more of that in gaming right now. Gaming has become too oversaturated with 100-hour games, and I'm honestly kind of burnt out of 100-hour games. I'd like to play a few more short games from time to time. I know, ironic, given that I'm a Zelda YouTuber, but it's true. It's true. I really want to play some shorter games. I want to play a game for... I've probably said this in the past. I want to play a 10-hour game for 100 hours, not a 100-hour game for 10 hours. It's kind of a weird concept, but mull on that for a little bit. Can I break this with this battery? No, I can't. Oh. Sorry, Bat. That was mean of me. I just walloped that guy. Yeah. What's the next one? What's your favorite food? Bread. That was a really easy question. What's my favorite food? Of course, it's bread. And what game would you most recommend? Oh, okay. Well, now that's a tricky question because everybody's got a slightly different taste. Oh, there is a Frogger there. We're gonna deplete this person's health. There we go. Sorry, Froggo. There we go. Just got that Froggo's body. It's mine now. I just stole its guts. Bad Froggo. Now is good Froggo. That's the whole Zeltic theory about it. What games would I recommend? Well, I've been playing some Civilization recently. I like the Civilization series. And I've also been playing a first-person shooter game called The Finals. That would be a fun one to try out because it's free. So I can actually very easily recommend The Finals and say, like, yeah, you should try it out if you want, because it's also got no gore to it, which is nice. Very rarely do you find first-person shooter games without gore in them, and this one is all about money, so people explode into coins, gold coins, which is really cool. I like that game a lot. So there's a few answers for you, Applesauce Zelda. Just a Yoshi has a question, which is there any sport you like watching? If so, why? I like watching Formula 1 myself. That is cool. Actually, I live not too far away from a racetrack, so I know what you're talking about. There is a big culture about that in my area. Gotta love it. I think that it's a lot of fun to watch football, actually, because my family's into it. And for me, the act of watching a sport is fun when you have people to watch the thing with. So, football. It's fun. It's good. I vote for the Buccaneers every time, and then my father votes for the Cowboys. And I believe this is the last question. Yep, this is the last question from That Cat, who asks, what is an obscure piece of media, whether it's games, books, movies, TV shows, etc., that you don't think it's enough recognition? I have one very easy to come up with for that. Terranigma. Terranigma is this little-known, not indie game, but it's a little-known game from the 90s that was for the Super NES. And it's just gotten absolutely no recognition because, well, in America, because it wasn't released in America. It was only released in Europe, Australia, and Japan. Which is odd, because normally you're gonna release it in America, right? Because that's the biggest gaming market, but no, this game never got released in America because they shut down their branch in America right before they made the game. The best way of explaining it is it's a game where you run around with a top-down Zelda perspective, like A Link to the Past, but you explore the overworld with a Zelda 2 map, where you're a little character in a big world, and you like have not random encounters, but you have encounters on the map that you can run into. It's weird and it's really cool. It's based in Earth, planet Earth, and you are a character that's trying to revive planet Earth from the brink of destruction. So Earth is actually, like, doesn't exist at the beginning of the game. You start in hell, which is weird to say, but it's true. And then you work your way to the surface of the world and try and protect Earth. It's a lot of fun. Terranigma. Beautiful game. It's slow beginning, but after the beginning, it's really good. There's a shrine up there. We're going to go after that thing. Terranigma. Freaking love Terranigma. And the music. I I love it. If you've ever watched the Link is Dead theory, Terranigma is where some of the music comes from for that video. So Matt Pett, or one of his editors, I don't know if he was still editing videos, his own videos at the time, is aware of Terranigma, at least in some capacity. So that's kind of cool to think about. Oh, and you know what? I gotta go all the way back to the top. I forgot a question from Maddie8282, because Maddie gave me a 2-part question and I did not answer it fully. I got distracted. Second part of the question was, what is your favorite holiday? Christmas. I like Christmas. I get to hang out with my family. It's long. It's at the end of the year. And presents. Presents are fun. And the aesthetic. The music, too. Like, I love the music. I love the Christmas music. So, there we go. That's all the questions and answers for the questions and answers, the Q&A. Now, let's move on to one of my favorite parts, where we get to see what you guys are doing. We're gonna answer read some of your guys' answers to the question I gave you last month, which was, what is your dream job, or what is your current job? Cool stuff. Oh, we got a little slimy do going on over there. There you go. No more slimy do. We just got rid of the slimy do. We're gonna start back at the top with Maddie, because that'll be easiest. Maddie says, my dream career would probably be a YouTube content creator. I've spent so much of my life watching YouTube. Kind of a problem, you say. And I'd like to make some content myself. The problem is that I always had trouble starting, like what to make a video about, what style of video to make. I can't decide. Maddie, I get that. The only reason I've been able to do YouTube the way that I have is because I started when I did not care. I was 10. And when you're 10, you don't care about anything. You just do things and you don't think about it, which was perfect for me. And then I sort of turned it into my identity for a few years, and that was perfect for getting me to dedicate myself to it and actually try and make videos. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have gotten as far as I am right now. Yeah, YouTube, gotta love it. My suggestion would be just make something. Your first video is gonna not be your best. It will not be, but if you just learn to have fun with it, then you'll keep at it. So, good luck with that. That's a good dream job. Well, maybe not as a job. Don't do YouTube as a job. Like rely on it as a job. I say that as somebody who relies on it as a job, but that's only in the interim because it's a pretty good job for the moment. But it's very, oh, sorry, Korok. But it's a very, very, how do I say this? Fluctual income. It's very wild what you see with your numbers when you do YouTube. So not the greatest thing for the long term. Let's see the next one. Oh, the next one is Nate. Nate said, my current job has been working as a college chemistry lab coordinator. Ooh, okay, this is a big one. It's essentially a hybrid position where part of the time I'm teaching classes and the remaining time I'm working behind the scenes to ensure the labs are cleaned and properly equipped. That sounds like a lot of work. I've been involved with the college ever since I was a kid, so it was only natural that I'd end up working there. I particularly like to explain things, especially when I have a good grasp on the concept. And I'm trying to help someone else understand the same thing that I understand, so teaching comes naturally to me. In that sense, me teaching chemistry specifically doesn't mean as much. Chemistry just happens to be a subject I excel in. Well, that's awesome, I love that. It's just like you found your thing. Like the mechanics of the job are what appeal to you, rather than the subject matter. That's cool. That's cool. And you just happen to be decent at chemistry, so it's like, yep, sticking with chemistry. I feel the same way with YouTube sometimes, actually, too, if I can transplant my own experiences into yours as well. Like, sometimes with YouTube, I feel, man, I could have done anything with YouTube. I just happened to do Zelda because I was decent at that. I get that. Like, I get the experience you're coming from. You happen to be good at something, so you stick with it. Like, for you, chemistry. For me, it happened to be Zelda. That's cool. I like that. Joe the Crafty Shark says, if you could have any job, what would it be? It would be pursuing a degree in as a biology teacher. And you only have a year and a half left. Hey, good luck. So obviously something in the realm of teaching and science. Ideally, you want to teach at a magnet middle school, one that allows for a more creative style of teaching. I attended a magnet middle school, and I loved that each trimester of the year. Interesting. We got to learn all the core subjects, but in a specific theme. My favorite that got me interested in biology was oceans, but there are other things like space theme, you had a theater one, architecture, ancient worlds, and many more. Wow. Really unique, and I think it would be so much fun to teach in that environment. Well, gosh, I agree. That does sound phenomenal. I like this. I guess that kind of answers the question. What is the magnet school? It's one where they do a bunch of different curriculums on crazy things, which are cool.
Yeah. Somebody else answered this question, which is Applesauce Zelda. They said, my dream job would either be as a Zelda YouTuber or a video game concept artist. Well, that kind of worries me that you want to be a Zelda YouTuber as a job, because that means my job security is now at risk. So that makes us arch rivals, and I must now destroy you. I am sorry, Applesauce. It was nice knowing you. Farewell. European Apple also has a dream job, which is they would like to be a dev for the next Zelda game or have some creative input in it. Yo, that is a dream, isn't it? To have creative input in a video game. I love that. I wish. I would love to be involved in a video games production, but obviously that's a bit far-flung at the moment. I'm actually, like I said, I'm learning programming, and hopefully that pans out to something in the future, but right now it doesn't really, it's not really panning out to anything yet. Next, we have Swack, who says, to answer your question, I think realistically I'll end up landing a job on an editing team for some kind of media company, but honestly, for a dream scenario, I would adore being able to make indie films. Ooh, indie films. That would be tough, right? Living as an indie film director. Because, I mean, it's like YouTube, but now you've, like, pinholed yourself into one specific kind of thing to make. But as a hobby, like, way of expressing yourself, indie films, like, that'd be awesome. Good luck with the dreams. Good luck with the dreams on the indie film. Next one is Zeldian. Zeldian says, my dream job is either becoming a Zelda YouTuber or working for Nintendo through the local Nintendo branch that was shut down a few years ago, so I will probably just do the former. Well, that also means that you're threatening my job security, Zeldian. Thanks a lot. I'm sealing my own fate here by telling all of you guys my trade secrets. Now you will become the new Zelda YouTubers, and I will be destroyed. My career will be soiled. Hate it when that happens. But good luck with that. That would be fun. I would look forward to seeing more Zelda YouTubers who are doing it big. Oh, and actually, just a Yoshi, this is funny because this ties into your previous answer, says that they would like to be a racing driver. Vroom, vroom. Oh, and Andrew's got one here too. Let's read this one. I'm in the dream job. I've always wanted to be a pastry chef, and here we are. And as amazing as a dream job is to live out, at the end of the day, it's still a job with good days and bad ones. I'm 22 and finished my apprenticeship, and do love what I do. Doesn't mean it won't be. I won't be shopping around for other opportunities or professions, though. Thanks for asking, Bread. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. You got there really quick. That was a really fast dream job, I guess. 22. You said 22. Yeah, 22. You're younger than me. You already hit it. Pastry chef. I mean, who wouldn't love that? Because it undoubtedly involves a lot of bread, right? I mean, pastries and bread and pastries. I mean, you could do anything you want right there. Anything. Like, really, sky's the limit. That's an impressive job right there. That's an impressive resume. Pastry chef. Tetra Zelda said, my current career is as a dental assistant. Ooh, my dream career, though, would be to become the next Perry Mason. Very fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the courtroom, Tetra Zelda. And then that cat has the final one today, which is late comment, but for your question, as in indie game development, to get indie game dev, I'm working on a game in Godot right now as I learn the engine. And actually, I've been learning Godot too. That's the thing I've been learning my programming in. So, very cool. Me and you are in the same boat. Godot is a complicated software, though. I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around it. It's not as complicated as some softwares, apparently, but I have a simple brain, so anything will be complicated for me, as you can imagine. It's a good time. It's a really good time. So, yeah, I believe that's everybody. Alrighty. Thank you to everybody who gave answers to the question. I really enjoyed reading these. These were fun. Seeing where everybody is in with life right now and what people think they're going to try and do for the rest of their life. That's good stuff. And I mean, you're never locked into it. If you want to get a different job, you definitely can. My father, I mean, when he grew up, he thought he was going to be doing something with dairy. He wanted to be a dairy milk inspector in his 20s. But then he ended up being a teacher. Look at that. Teacher. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, don't feel like you're pinholed into a single thing for the rest of your life. You could try out a lot of different things. But this next month's question, this is the one I'd like to hear you guys answer, is what YouTubers are you watching right now? Or in this, this could go for Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, pretty much anything. Is there like any fun social media platform or a creator you're watching right now? Maybe they do something unique that you don't see from other creators that you'd like to share. You'd think of this as a platform for you to get on your soapbox and say, hey, there's this YouTuber, not the Bread Pirate, who I really like, and I'd like to see some other people hear about this person. That'd be kind of cool. I'd enjoy that. There's definitely a ton of YouTubers out there for me that are like that. I love Any Austin. Any Austin's a big inspiration for me. I just missed that. I totally lack depth perception. He's a big one for me. I love Any Austin. I love Oversimplified. You guys see Oversimplified's history of work? There's so much good stuff there. I love all these YouTubers. So hopefully you have one that you'd be interested in sharing as well. And until I see you next time, have fun storming the castle.